Alright, so Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals was last night, and the Oilers did not dig the in. They lost the game, the Florida Panthers wasted the cup yet again, and we got a lot to talk about. I'm going to keep this game recap pretty brief because not that much of note happened, but in the last game review, I made a very big point about how the Oilers need to score the first goal, and what happened? Well, Evan Bouchard made a terrible turnover and Sam Reinhart scored 5 minutes in. While it is very important to get the first goal, trailing 1-0 isn't that big of a hole, right? Surely the Oilers can climb out of it. Matthew Tkachuk scores again. Now it's 2-0 Panthers, and the Oilers have dug themselves a pretty deep hole that they're going to need to climb out of pretty fast. Tkachuk's goal was in the last minute of the first period, so now we go over to the second, where not much really happened. There were no penalties, not much scoring, but Sam Reinhart did double down with 2 minutes left to put the Panthers up 3-0, and now this was seeming pretty impossible for the Oilers to come out of. The entire third period just felt like a countdown to the Panthers lifting the cup. Things got so desperate for Edmonton that they pulled their goalie with 7 minutes left in regulation. Let me say that again. They pulled their goalie with 7 minutes left. And Sam Reinhart would get not one, but 2 empty netters to make a 4-goal night and become the first player in NHL history to have a 4-goal night in the finals since Maurice Rocket Richard back in the 1950s. Truly historic night for Sam Reinhart, and I bet he's probably the happiest man alive right now. With the addition of Reinhart's 2 empty netters, the Panthers were up 5-0 in this game, and the result seemed pretty certain. Former Vancouver Canuck Vasily Podkolzin did get 1 for the Oilers, but it didn't matter. Time ran out, and the Florida Panthers are now Stanley Cup champions for the second year in a row. Sam Bennett did end up winning the Conn Smythe Trophy, which, no surprise there, he was the leading goal scorer, very consistent. He did deserve it. I do personally think Brad Marchand should have won it instead of him, but it makes complete sense why Bennett ended up winning. I just want to talk about Connor McDavid for a minute. Man, you gotta feel bad for this guy. He's the best player in the world, and he's made the finals 2 years in a row now, and lost both times against the same team. He may not get another chance at a cup. Also, Corey Perry's officially cursed. I mean, he's been in 5 of the past 6 Stanley Cup Finals, and he's lost all of them. Corey Perry is Stanley Cup repellent. If only that was the case back in 2007, because then my Ottawa Senators would have a Stanley Cup. But, you know, we just can't have good things. Alright, now it is time to talk about the Florida Panthers and the big question everyone's been asking about them. Are the Florida Panthers a dynasty? I'm gonna say, not yet. As the reporter said on the broadcast, they are knocking on Dynasty's doorstep. They're close. But my general standard for a dynasty is 3 championships in a 5-year span. Right now, they won back-to-back and they made the finals the year before their first championship. They're very close, but they do need to get that 3rd cup within the next few years. Probably until 2028, I'd say, is their window for dynasty territory. Do we think the Florida Panthers are going to get there? Absolutely. They have an amazing roster, such a just deep group of players. And I think they definitely have the potential to make 1 or even 2 more runs. Like, this team is not going anywhere anytime soon, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see them three-peat.